I'm a fighter, my brother. Definitely EFF comes first politically. Yeah. But one thing people don't understand is that I don't agree with everything Julius Malema does, by the way. I don't agree with everything anyone does, but it doesn't stop me from supporting the vision. You get my brother? Yeah, but yeah, definitely EFF number one, my brother.
Yeah, I think it's very difficult when young people support other political parties. I always ask the reason, and I know my fighters always fight with me, but I'm like, as a young person, give me reasons why, for example, you're supporting MK and not EFF. What is it that you see in the MK that's not in the EFF? And that brings me to the question that I want to ask you. The EFF, the way Floyd Shivambu put it was very painful to me. Floyd Shivambu said 90% of South Africans did not vote EFF. When he said it like that, I was like, oh my God, that gave me a headache. Why is it that people gave EFF 9% according to, because none of the leaders have left yet. It's not like Bo Floyd left before the election. They were there during the campaigning of the election and everything. Why is EFF only reaching 9% of the voters?
First and foremost, I think we can all agree those numbers are not true. It's just numbers.
Yeah.
It's just numbers, my brother. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Do you think the ANC survived? The ANC was supposed to be dead,
Yeah.
but they wanna die slow, maybe. The problem with the numbers game is that are you gonna prove it? You can't just accuse the IEC. It's a big
Yeah.
corporation. It's
Yeah.
internationally funded. So your
Yeah.
case must be solid, man. But I think we can all agree those numbers are not make sure, my brother.
Mm.
You know? Okay, let's say 9% voted the EFF. Is it 9% of the people who registered to vote, or is it 9% of the whole population of South Africa?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
Because the people who registered to vote, my brother, it's just like a few people.
Yeah.
It's like a few
And the
millions.
people who
But
voted,
how many
the
are
people
we in
who
South
voted
Africa?
were even lesser.
You see, my brother. So are we judging the 9% based on just those people who voted? If you are judging it based on vote,
Mm.
then we shouldn't talk about the whole South Africa. Let's just talk about those people who voted only, because that's not
Yeah.
who
No.
registered to vote and when. What about can apply for it, brother? What about the people who were sitting back at home? There was lines. What about the people who were late to register to vote? They couldn't vote. What if they were going to vote for MK Party? Maybe MK Party was going to get 40%, but they ended up chilling back. So what about everyone else? Is this 9%, this 14%, this 40%, 21% of the DA? Are we talking about the greater scheme of things or just those people who were voting?
Mm.
Because that's not the whole South Africa, to be honest.
Mm.
It's
Mm.
not, my brother. It's
Mm.
not.
I find it difficult when I want to give constructive criticism to Julius Malema or the EFF because of how you fighters are hungry here online. You're hungry, you're always fighting and all of that. But do you think because of the EFF not being able to articulate the open borders, view properly to a normal South African, that the stance of African unity and Pan-Africanism of the EFF has had the EFF on the ballot paper? Do you think it has any form of impact on the ballot paper?
Are we back? Okay. I think people didn't vote for the EFF because they didn't want to vote for it, my brother. They wanted to vote for something else. That's the blunt truth. They didn't want to vote for the EFF. They didn't believe in the ideas of the EFF. They didn't want to do it. They wanted to vote for MK Party. They wanted to vote for the ANC. They wanted to vote for Patriotic Alliance. They wanted to do that because of by other parties. The EFF maybe was not convincing enough. Let's be honest. As an EFF member, I've accepted that there is a possibility that the EFF was not convincing. Not everyone believes in the EFF. Not everyone believes in the teachings of the CIC Julius Malema. Some people are convinced by other people who preach things that are closer to them. Not everyone is a pan-Africanist. People, they claim they are patriotism. You know? But for the to get 9% is because not all South Africans believe in the EFF, my brother. They don't all believe in it.
Is Julius Malema a good leader? And why?
Definitely, my brother. I think he's the best leader we have ever seen as young people in a very long time. Okay, leaders come, leaders go. But ever since he has came, he has never went anywhere. He's always been here in our faces. So, what does that say about him as a leader? The most judged, the most ridiculed, has to be the best. It's like a striker who's always being tackled by the defenders. He has to be the best to ever do it. We have ever seen in a very long time.
This
Because
network keeps on breaking.
it keeps on breaking, my brother. But I think we are good to go.
Okay.
Because my brother, when people talk, don't mention Julius Malema. Even those who don't vote for him, tell me how many people will single out Julius Malema?
Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, I'm also of a view that South Africa is not ready for Pan-Africanism. Why do you think that is?
It's because they are delusional. The people of South Africa are very delusional, my brother.